is going on, guys? Today is a different type of video, and you know exactly what type of video it is by the title of it. And so let's just get right into it. I started YouTube in 2013. I had no idea you can get paid or even survive off of YouTube. I had no idea you could do it for a living, have it as a career, get so many opportunities throughout it. And I only started YouTube because that's how I was introduced to motorcycles. I found out about motorcycles or about moto vlogging through YouTube by searching motorcycles, and I decided to give it a shot, and I believe it was June or July 2013. I started moto vlogging and I actually got a few subscribers. I was so happy, I was stoked, and then someone suggested to go and sign up with it's a network. They help you out, they do a bunch of stuff for you, blah blah blah. So as excited as I was, and they told me I get paid, so I was like, what the hell, it's freaking cool. Although you can get paid without a network, I decided to go with a network. So I went to the network, I applied, and I got denied. It said, I believe, I still remember where it was, where I got denied and stuff. It's crazy. I was in my car going to work, to my security job, and I got the email saying I wasn't approved. I got denied because it said you have to average, I believe, around 1,000 views a day and a specific amount of subscribers. So I did a little bit more work. I tried to get my numbers up and I reapplied and I got it. Now at that time, there's different revenue splits for networks. So let's say they offer you like 50-50. They take 50, you take 50. Then they can offer you 80-20. They can offer you 90-10. They can offer you 70-30, 75-25. They can offer you anything. As a smaller YouTuber, you will most likely get the lower revenue share just because you're a smaller channel, and that's how it works. It's just how it works, and it's nobody's fault, it's just how it is. So after getting approved, I was the happiest person on earth. I'm finally gonna get paid for my YouTube videos. I signed a contract for X amount of years, whatever. How it works is you won't get paid until you reach a specific amount of money, and then they can actually pay you out. So you can't make $1 and then they're gonna send you a $1 check. No, it's not how it works. So let's say, for example, $50 or $100 or $200, that is the minimum, and once you reach that minimum, they send you out a check or they pay you through bank transfer or PayPal. So at the time I was doing checks. I was literally I started getting paid maybe 3 months into motovlogging. I really can't remember, but I still remember my first paycheck was like $53, and I was so happy. Came in the mail, I got my paycheck, I was happy as hell. $50, I'm freaking rich. It comes in USD, so I had to go to the bank. They did the whole little transfer for the Canadian dollar, and I got paid. I was stoked, I was amazed, and I was like the happiest person on earth. I made money from doing videos that I enjoyed making. And remember, guys, at that level, you don't really get to communicate with a lot of people from the network. Like, they're not gonna have like a specific network manager helping you with all your stuff because you're really small, and it's just how it works. So months and months go by. I think it may have been maybe just under a year, and my channel snowballed. It got bigger and bigger. My numbers went up and up and up. And people are telling me, yo, like, you can get a bigger revenue split. Ask for a bigger revenue split or find someone else. So I was cheesed. I was like, you know what? I can get paid more. Like, I'm doing really hard work. With the revenue split I'm getting is pretty low. So what I did was I pretty much emailed them and I said, guys, once the contract is over, I'm out. The revenue split is not to what I want. I don't want to be with anymore. So after my contract ends, I'm out. They email me back and they say, look, we will give you a higher revenue split, and we're going to assign you a network manager. Now this manager, they said, specializes in action sports. So you, 6'4" Honda, will get the best manager who specializes in your area, which is action sports. We're gonna hook you up with amazing brand deals. We're gonna make you more money. We're gonna help you grow your channel. We're gonna do so many things. Now I understand every network has to sell themselves. They have to tell you things you want to hear. It's just how it works. But there's some things that when they promise, you expect at least a little bit of it back. Because if they promise you the world, you want at least a little bit of that city. So after a very long time of emailing back and forth and waiting for emails that almost seemed to never get answered, Skype calls never getting answered, it was finally time to hop on a call. It's kind of weird because I remember exactly where I was, where certain things happened. At this point in time, I was actually at a breakfast spot. I was going with 5 Foot China to a breakfast spot, or Wilson, however you want to call him. And they called me for this little talk, and I was in the parking lot, and I was on the phone for 20 minutes. So what he had told me, my network manager, I'm going to keep his name out. He no longer works there, by the way, which we will explain, I'm assuming, which is a part of why he's not working there, but we'll get into that later. So what he had told me is exactly what they told me through email. He promised me the world. action sports. Like, I was considered in action sports. I was pretty sure they can hook me up with some kind of brand deals. Who doesn't want a moto vlogger, a motorcycle channel? Everybody in this community is super dedicated to motorcycles, and I'm sure someone somewhere can find a motorcycle brand deal. Let's just say I haven't had a brand deal from this network up until now, and I'm not with them anymore. I also had a question for them of if they do collaborations or if they help me with collaborations with other YouTubers outside of moto vlogging. I love moto vlogging, but I feel like I also want to expand it. I want to try new things, try different things. I don't want to be restricted into one thing. What they told me was that they don't help with collaborations. They don't do that type of stuff. I literally have to do everything on my own. Now, I thought that was maybe every single network, but I signed with Studio 71 not long ago, and that network is actually willing to help me collaborate with other people. So if I do travel, for example, let's say to Florida, my network manager is gonna see who's in Florida, who'd be interested in collaborating, and maybe we can work out something that way. That alone shows me that they didn't care for my channel, didn't care for me, and for where I was heading with this channel. And I honestly believe that it was their loss of me leaving, because I can honestly say my channel is good. It's at a good standing. Business-wise, it's making money, so why would they want me to leave? They didn't fight for me to stay at all, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I also mentioned, guys, that it took forever to answer, and literally, guys, some of my emails didn't get answered for a week to 3 weeks straight by my network manager. And the network manager is supposed to work with you side by side, and he's supposed to be there for you step by step. Whenever you have a question, he should be there answering it, if not in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. But they took forever. And now, because I'm with a different network, I have something to compare. And I've only been with 2 networks and Studio 71. Now, the difference between answering emails and response times is huge. Let's say they didn't answer for a week, 2, 3 weeks, up to the point where I had to go to the website, the dashboard, submit a ticket, and get an answer that way. Not through my network manager, but get an answer faster through a ticket. Now, I'm with Studio 71, and when I try to email or message my network manager, she answers me literally every single time within the same day. If it's not within the same 10 minutes, it's within an hour. She always answers me. And within the first day of signing with Studio 71, guys, Studio 71 has helped me 20 times more within the first day than did within 3 years, which is insane, and I can't stress it enough. Studio 71 is the way to go from my personal experience. So at this point, I kind of leave them alone and I do my thing, and I'm getting paid more and more every month because my channel is snowballing. I think it's time to work on a brand deal. Now, they messaged me back saying, hey, we're gonna work on a brand deal, we'll get back to you. Months pass by and there's not one single email about a brand deal until I follow up with them. And what they tell me is that they don't have anything for me, and my channel is pretty much impossible to find brand deals for, even though the network manager specializes in action sports, which is under the category of my channel and stuff like that. But long story short, they really did not put any effort into finding brand deals for me, and I personally felt like I was just a number in this network. And my channel was a decent size, and I have a network manager, so I would assume that they would have tried a little bit harder to push my channel, to work with me and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, if you get a brand deal for me, I'm pretty sure you guys get something out of it too. So now I'm super frustrated. I am mad. I email and I Skype the guy, my network manager, and I tell him, look, you guys aren't doing any brand deals. What else can you do for me? Because I'm literally paying you money for no reason. I am doing the revenue split. You guys are getting whatever percentage you guys asked for. I signed it. You're collecting that money, but in return, you should be doing something for me. I'm literally making videos and giving you money just after signing a contract with you guys doing nothing for me. It makes completely 0 sense, and I expect something back from you guys. And I'm pretty sure you can agree, if you guys sign a contract and decide to give money to the network, you expect something back for that money, some kind of service. So I'm complaining, more complaining. I am mad. I'm still complaining. And oh, look, after these complaints, something pops up. Now, my network manager told me about this thing called it's literally pretty much a video platform. And how it works is you literally upload your videos there, send all of your subscribers down there, and then you have the time frame of when you can post that video on YouTube. So let's say, for example, you have 7 days. You upload, wait 7 days, send all your subscribers there, which obviously generates revenue for them and stuff like that, and then you can upload it on YouTube. So the way the contract worked for that one, and what he told me and suggested I would do for extra money because brand deals weren't happening, was pretty much upload a specific amount of videos there per month for an X amount of months, like as per contract, and then you'll get a payout. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm down. Like, I'll do it. Let's fucking do it. And if it's the only thing you guys can give me, let's try it out. So I did that. I uploaded 3 videos, full out like 10-minute vlogs. I did my best on these vlogs. My network manager goes to me and goes, okay, cool. Upload them and I'll send them for approval. A couple days go by. Guess what? My videos got denied. Now, the reason for my videos to get denied was this, and this is what he told me to do. He said, 1, all the videos that you have, which is motor vlogs, I ride around the streets, have everybody there, all the cars. 1, you have to blur every single face you see on the street. Number 2, blur every single license plate you see on the street. Now, blurring that in a 10-minute video, it will take you days for one video, and I have to do a certain amount of videos per month. So, right then and there, I'm like, you know what, this is stupid, it's not gonna work. You expect me to blur every face, everything. You never told me about this up until it got denied. So why don't you tell me this before I put work into it? Okay, so he has another idea. He says, go home, make a video at home. Make 3 like life vlogs at home, talk about whatever you want. Like, you hate something, you love something. Talk about how great the day is. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's try it out. Guess what? It got denied again. Why did it get denied this time? I don't know, guys. Can you guess what it is? Guess what? I can't have any stuffed dog toys on the ground because it's like copyright or whatever. I can't have any paintings on the wall. If there's a painting on the wall, I drew the painting. It can't be on the wall. Nothing on the wall. The TV can't be muted. There can't be any external sound besides my voice. That really pissed me off because I put another 3 videos out the same month, and I just got so frustrated. At this point, I'm fuming, I'm mad, and I go to him and I talk to him on Skype and I tell him, dude, what do you expect? Do you expect me to make a video of staring at a wall for 10 minutes straight of X amount of videos per month of me just staring at a flipping wall? And he goes, you know what, you can't do that. I'll get them approved like that, don't worry about it. He pretty much told me that he has to hop on a call with me. He hopped on the call and he said, dude, between you and I, there's a loophole with it. And then at that point, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? What are these people doing? How is this even possible? So what he told me was, the loophole is this. You can literally upload a video, 10-minute video, X amount of videos per month for however many months you sign the contract for, stare at a wall, say whatever, like A, B, C, D, and do that over and over and over again. Make 3 of those videos. He will submit it and he will get it approved because he told me that literally those types of videos can get approved because nobody pays attention to that stuff. If it's literally at home staring at a blank wall for 10 minutes, people will just freaking approve it. And I did not feel comfortable with that loophole, and I was pissed, and I was like, what is going on, dude? I'm so sick and tired of this. I can't do this. I'm done. I can't do it. So I canceled out on everything. Now the contract was still signed, but because I don't upload any videos, I don't lose anything out on it. It's just the certain quota that I don't reach, I don't get paid for. That's all it was. So if I don't make videos, I don't get penalized for it, which was fine by me. I mean, if they want to mess up that bad and nothing negative happens to me, I'm out. Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're done. So that was it. Because I was so mad, my network manager pretty much said, look, I'm going to go to my manager, try to get you approved for what you made and get you paid for those videos. Okay, you know what? At least you're trying. Let's do it. A couple months go by. He finally gets back to me. And keep in mind, guys, there's many excuses in between. Oh, he's not here. Oh, he's out. Oh, I tried. They're not around the office. I'll come back the next day. So the time comes. He Skypes me and he says, we got it approved. Skype or email, I don't remember. He got it approved. He got it approved, guys. So I'm happy. I'm gonna get paid for the videos I put effort into. Now I forgot one important detail. The contract that I signed, or the contract that he made first, he made a mistake on it. Instead of putting what I was supposed to get paid for, he put 3 times less. So he tried to see, I'm assuming, this is my assumption and my experience and from what I feel like they did it on purpose. If I missed that contract detail of how much I would get paid every single month, and it was 3 times less than what they promised, I would have got screwed once I signed it, because then it would have been a lot easier for them to pay me 3 times less. So guess what? I cut onto it, I emailed him, and his response was super unprofessional. And I have a screenshot of it, so I'm gonna show you here, guys. I'm not gonna include the name or anything, but as you guys see, he clearly did not care, was like, oh, a mistake, let me just scratch this off and do this. I feel like my network manager was so unprofessional, it's just ridiculous. Now at the same time, guys, a TV station or network from Australia contacted me. They liked a video where I gave a homeless man, I think it was water and food from Tim Hortons or whatever, and dog food, because he had a dog. I gave the dog wet food because I wasn't sure if the dog had teeth or not, whatever. And they liked it, so they contacted me and asked if they could buy rights. And me being like not knowing what to do, I emailed him and I said, look, they want to pay me for this YouTube video. Can you help me? He told me, look, forward us the email. We're going to negotiate for you because we know exactly what they're looking for and we know the budgets and we know everything. So I'm like, okay, fine. And to me, that's okay. They can take a cut or whatever. So now let's go back to the payment. 6 months go by. They haven't paid me. The payment got approved by the manager. And along with that payment, guys, that TV station from Australia paid them as well around 6 months ago as well. So there's 2 payments due 6 months later and they haven't paid me, and I know it was paid because the network or the TV network actually told me it was paid. So I'm waiting, I'm messaging. The network manager is pretty much telling me it hasn't been done properly, it hasn't been processed, blah, 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 for the network, the TV network kind of deal. So I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And I literally forget about it because I've been asking it for so long and I just literally forget about it for like 3 months. So all these months go by and I get pissed. I'm super pissed. And so now what I'm doing, guys, is going through the contract of the contract, seeing if it says like you have to pay me by X amount of like months or whatever. Guess what? They went like 3 times over the date of when they were supposed to pay me. 3 times over the date. That's insane. And I'm pretty sure it's illegal. If I knew at that time that I could have used my lawyer to kind of fight for me and stuff like that, I would have done it 100% because then I could have probably sued them. And but I'm not the type of guy, I wouldn't do that type of stuff, and I'm not into that stuff. I just want my money that they owe me, and that's it. So guess what? I go to my network manager. I'm, hey, look, I just read the contract, and it says you guys were supposed to pay me X months ago, and you haven't paid me yet. You know what? I'm gonna show you my lawyer this contract and see what he has to say about it. So a day goes by, I check my emails, my regular stuff, and guess what, guys? 2 payments are in my PayPal account. 1, the money they owed me, and this isn't hundreds of dollars, this is thousands and thousands of dollars they owed me. They paid the day after I told them I was gonna show my lawyer the contract. The TV station money and the money, thousands of dollars. So they sent me the money pretty much a day after I told them about my lawyer, which is kind of sketchy, and I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing was very, very, very illegal, so they did it as soon as possible. And another thing, guys, guess what? The network that paid them, the TV station from Australia, and I also asked them for a receipt or proof of what they paid the Australian TV network. And to this day, guys, I have not seen any proof. They told me they would get it to me, but I have not seen any proof, which is very sketchy in my opinion. At this point, months go by, I'm super upset, I'm very mad, and I have my mind made up. I'm out. As soon as the contract is over, I'm out. No matter what they tell me, I'm out. Now on the contract it says you gotta tell them you want out of the contract within a specific amount of time, before and after, whatever, like between 3 or like 10 months or whatever it is. So I made sure, I emailed, I Skyped, I did everything. I emailed like 3 managers, I Skyped 2 people telling them I'm out, and they still didn't get the message, and they're saying, did you contact anybody that you're out? I just wanna make sure. Like, you should know that shit. Write it down. I told you, put it on record, period. There's more things I could talk about of the sketchiness and everything they've done to me, but we're just gonna stick to what I remember. Now, months, and a year passes by. My contract is finally almost over. I'm stoked. I'm gonna start a new chapter with Studio 71. I've been talking to someone and I've been getting advice of where to go and stuff. And guess what? I email them, I tell them I'm out for the last time just to remind them. And my network manager's manager, I don't know if he got fired. I don't know if he quit, but my network manager is gone. Now, by my assumption, the sketchiness and everything, he might have been let go. That's what I think. What's the truth? I have no idea. Again, don't base your decision of where to go, what network to go with off of my experience, because it's my experience. Yours could be different. It's time for me to leave. And then I get an email from my network manager's manager, okay? Now, when my network manager left, my manager told me there will be another network manager that fills in. And keep in mind, that was maybe a couple months before I left. And within those months, I never got a new network manager. I was pretty much managerless. Like, I had no network manager. I had to go to the guy higher up that deals with everybody that has no time to answer emails. Now, he went MIA as well. I was told it was family issues. Now, that's understandable. I'm not gonna say it's false or true. It's understandable. Family issues, I'm not even gonna question. Okay, you have family issues or like whatever's going on with your family, like an emergency, go deal with it. So I was dealing with another person, so a third person. Now that person is telling me, okay, look, we don't want you to leave. We are going to promise you a specific amount of dollars per year with a brand deal, and then would you stay if you like that specific dollar amount? I told him, how about this? You tell me what you can offer me. You show me the contract where it says you guys promised me this much per brand deal per year, and then we'll talk. He goes, okay, we'll call you back. Hello? Hey, 6 foot. So we can't really promise you any brand deals because it's impossible for your channel. So I'm sorry, we're gonna have to let you go. Okay, take it easy. That is exactly how it went. And oh my God, at that point, like from a business perspective, as I told you guys before, they should fight to keep me. They should counter offer me a higher revenue share. They should offer me a re-signing contract bonus. They should offer me something to keep me because I was literally making them thousands of dollars every single month. And what did they do in return? Let me go like trash because guess what? You're just a number to them. They got 100 times bigger people that they gotta worry about. But wait, there's more. My contract is expiring. It was supposed to expire while I was on my honeymoon. So now I'm stressing out because I gotta deal with like I have to be online and I have to have internet and I have to see the day my contract expires to make sure everything is going correctly, because once that contract expires, I gotta transition into a new network so I don't lose any revenue, I don't lose any money. For example, I uploaded a video on the honeymoon. My contract ends and then I'm contractless, so I'm not getting paid for the video I uploaded up until the next network signs up with me and links up with me. So my contract was supposed to expire on a specific day. Well, guess what? I decided to expire my contract a day or a day and a half, I can't remember, a day or a day and a half early. So I look and I'm like, holy crap, my next network is supposed to like link me up and like link my account to them on the next day. So I'm literally contractless or networkless or whatever you want to call it, without a network for a whole day. And I uploaded a very popular clickbaity video on that channel. It has 600,000 views to this day, but I was super frustrated and I was scared because I'm not getting paid for that money. Now I contacted my new network and I said, look, they canceled my contract a day or a half a day early and I'm not getting paid. What should I do? The new network, Studio 71, told me, you're pretty much not gonna get paid for what you're losing right now up until we link your account. So you know what? We're gonna link your account as fast as possible. Let me talk to someone. We're gonna link it up early so you can get paid for what you deserve. Well, guess what, guys? I got contracted up and linked up in less than an hour. They hooked me up. I signed a contract with them to sign for a specific day, but they signed me up for like a day or a half a day early. And I ended up getting paid for that day that I thought I was going to miss because of mess up. Now guys, the last month of my contract, it was my biggest month on YouTube. I blew up. I was getting 4,000, 5,000 subs every single day for a month straight. And then after that, I met up with Roman after or before, I can't remember. But I started blowing up before I met them. And then Roman and Fusi put me in their vlog and stuff like that. It was super cool and I really appreciate that. But back to the topic. I was blowing up. I was killing the YouTube game. It slowed down now, sad face, but I was blowing up and I was super happy. And where I'm getting at, guys, is that it was my biggest month. I generated the most revenue I've ever had in the history of my YouTube career. And they canceled my contract early and I was worried they wouldn't pay me on time. I can't tell you guys how much I made, but I made a lot of money in August. A lot of money. Now, they ignored my emails, my questions of when will I get paid. And finally, my network's manager emailed me saying, you'll get paid on the regular schedule. I didn't believe him because like he didn't sound too sure. I submitted a ticket asking them, when will I get paid? You know what they told me? You'll get paid in 6 months. You'll get what you're supposed to get next month in 6 months. And at that point, I was raging. I was scared. On my honeymoon, that was the only thing I could think of. That much money is not a joke. You do not joke around with that much money, and you have to be sure when you answer questions about that much money, make sure it's correct. I am paranoid. I am going crazy. Tina's trying to calm me down on the honeymoon. That's all I can think about. Oh my goodness. I asked actually my current network, which is Studio 71. I'm already signed with them. I asked my manager, and she told me you should be getting paid on your regular schedule, paid as if like you're still on the contract. If they pay you within 6 months, there's something wrong and it's not right. Long story short, guys, I got paid on time. I had no idea what they were doing. The answers were all over the place and I actually got paid on time and I was super happy. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's many more things I could talk about, but I don't want this video too long. So please leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below if you had any experiences, positive, negative, whatever. I'm down to hear about anybody's experience with any network, to be honest. And maybe this video can start a discussion down below in the comments, help people decide what they know, what they don't know, share experiences, share opinions, and stuff like that. And we will see you on the next one on a regular life vlog. Take it easy, guys. Well, I did not hit that. There.
my fucking finger. You know, it stubbed my finger, man. So guys, back at the farm, me and Anwar, we need some tractor fluid. So we're gonna see